Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with finally another piece of real Marvel Contest of Champions content video. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. So today I'm going to be going over all of the boss fights in this month's Cavalier Event Quest Sabotage at the house? Yes, at the Mantis House. I can read. So I had a lot of fun with this event. Maybe it's because I've been out for so long. I don't know, but you guys will have to wait and see. So the first boss that we're coming across is Star-Lord, and he has obviously attack. They all have attack. Special burst lockdown. So whenever the defender activates special attack, blah, 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 combo up 2. So his combo meter increases. And with Star-Lord, the higher his combo, the harder he hits. So you're going to want to keep an eye on that. If you intercept him, it pauses for 10 seconds. He's got kinetic transference, so he's going to be gaining power when he hits into your block. When he activates a special, he becomes unstoppable and can evade, much like that. He's got stacking power. So basically, you as the attacker gain no power from landing or receiving hits. It's only through buffs. So that's why I brought in Hulkling here. I just recently pulled him not long ago and decided to rank him up. So I didn't want you guys to sit through a special 3. There's a couple special 3s because he gains a lot of power because he has so many buffs. So really the name of the game here is bring in a champion who's got a lot of buffs, which are a lot of cosmic champs. You can play around the unstoppable and the evade. Now for me, you could obviously bring in someone who's going to nullify those. That would work out great. But I just kind of went nuts with the power and would wait till a special 3 when he would go on block or unstoppable and evade and just launch my special 3. So that's why there's so many of them. I'm still kind of getting my feel with Hulkling here, but he is a great champ when it comes to this fight. Angela would work good as well. Odin would probably work good. Anyone who's going to get buffs to gain that power. So overall, not a bad fight. I like to keep Star-Lord at a special 1. It's easier to evade. So now, or next, both. We're moving on to Gamora, and I kind of mess up in this fight, and it deals with the whole compelled dual special attacks. Basically, you get rooted, and I get riggedy wrecked, which you'll see here with Sim Supreme. Now, when I first went through this, I smoked it with Sim Supreme, and then I kind of got sloppy here. I don't know what happened. Maybe the amount of time off. I don't know. But the face blocking is at its core, and well, down Sim Supreme goes. So I brought in Claire to kind of deal with the power gain and the unblockable and the stun immunity and that sort of thing, because Gamora's got a lot of stuff going on here. Mostly the thing that you have to watch out for is the unblockable and then that whole root thing, because if she's unblockable when you're rooted, it can be kind of dicey, and I'm not the greatest at it. At the whole root mechanic, dexting and evading and that sort of thing. So I brought in Claire. Claire is an excellent choice for this because she prevents Gam here from getting any buffs with the special 2. And if you mess up, and you just go to your Curse of Blood and you can heal up, which is really convenient. So you can see there I got rooted again, but she wasn't unblockable thanks to Claire. And I heal up some of my damage here. Now, of course, I am running the Ouchie Masteries. So if you're running those, you're going to want to run Claire. You're not going to want to run someone else. All right, so now we are moving on to Agent Venom. And Agent Venom's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got defensive transference. So basically he gains armor ups, and he's got heavy-handed. So his special damage is increased based on his armor. So his specials are going to do a lot of damage when he really starts to stack those heavies. He's got Stalwart Shield. So each armor up buff on the defender reduces the duration of debuffs on them, which he's already got tenacity, so okay. And he's got power focus too. So this kind of works out in your favor, at least for me, because I can evade his special 2 a lot better than his special 1. So I'm just constantly trying to push him to that special 2. He's also got pumping iron. So again, you're going to want to bring in someone who gets a lot of buffs, because the defender takes 60% less damage from champs without buffs. So again, Hulkling here does tremendous work, putting in the time. Now you could obviously bring in someone who's going to do an armor break too, like Angela. Angela would be another really great champ for this. I just really wanted to play around with Hulkling some more. But he just kills it, especially because he's got the whole unblockable thing going for him. And I kind of mess up here at the end, but it's okay. I do enough damage that it doesn't matter. As you're going to see here, I thought I was going to go unblockable, and I did at the very end. Thank goodness, because that could have ended really badly for me. All right, so now we are moving on. Oh, excuse me, to Groot. And Groot, this one's easy as well. He's got power shield, so basically only your special attacks are going to do damage. The rich get richer, so you want someone with buffs yet again. No hit mercy, that he gains a cruelty whenever he's knocked down. Staggering beauty, so you get a stagger put on you when you're close to him. And divine barrier, so basically he becomes immune to nullify, fate seal, and stagger for 10 seconds. So again, Hulkling's really good for this. You can just bait out Groot's special one. It's not hard. I'm dicey. I've always been kind of dicey with evading his special too. I don't know. I just can't do it. So I try my best to keep him at that special one. Now, also, someone who can do a lot of damage off their specials is really what you want to bring in here, because that's where your damage is going to come from, is the special attacks. So again, Angela can do some heavy lifting with that special too, you know, heavy into the special too. Angela would be another fantastic option for this. I was just having a lot of fun here with Hulkling. He took a lot of fights for me. You might say he was my MVP. Plus he's forgiving, and I love a champ that's forgiving. So, but Groot goes down, easy peasy, not too bad. All right, so now we're coming on to the first of the two new bosses, and that is Jessica Jones. And I forgot to kind of start the recording. So she's got Prey on the Weak, Improvised Weapon, Bleed Vulnerability. Now, the Bleed Vulnerability, yeah, she takes more damage when she's got a bleed on her. I brought in Blade because I was like, oh, cool, I can parry bleed. And then I mistimed that special one, and it just went downhill from here, because then I got really angry. And when I get angry, when I fight, I get sloppy. I don't know about you guys, but that's just how I roll. And so I'm frustrated. She's unstoppable, and it's a nightmare. This was not my best work at all. Like, I'm pretty sure I could do it with Blade. I just need to focus. Plus, this chick here is going to get you put back in the corner real quick. So this is another one to kind of save your specials for, to get her away from you, because she'll get you backed up quick. She's got a far-reaching heavy, and she's got some far-reaching specials. So kind of keep that in mind as you're going through this. And if you can bring in someone to stop that unstoppable, that would be tremendous too. So Cap Infinity War would probably work out well here as well. So then I brought in Mole Man, and I was like, Mole Man's got this, right? He's got this. I kind of mess up here, as you can see. I'm still kind of, there was a dropped input there because I went to block and it just didn't register, but that's neither here nor there. I'm pretty sure that's my phone. It's old, it's been dropped, screen's kind of cracked. That's neither here nor there. So she's kind of a pain in the butt a little bit. You've got to get that protection off in order to do damage. So you want a heavy, but she's going unstoppable, and I should have brought in someone to counter that unstoppable. That would have been the best thing to do. But here I got some space in between me and her with that special 3 from Mole Man. He's into the frenzy mode, whatever, I forget what it is. So this is his damage dealing mode, and he's putting in some work, right? We got the bleeds going, so she's taking bleed damage, which means she's taking more damage, but then she's got the protection on, so that kind of irked me. And I'm trying to bait out this special, and I don't know what it was with me today, but I could not sometimes get them to throw specials for the life of me. But you can see how much space that special 2 created, and now, or diminished, I should say. And so now she was unstoppable, and I couldn't really do anything. So you gotta kind of, if you're not gonna bring in someone who can stop that unstoppable, so then you're going to want to play around it. And there are plenty of champs you can put a slow on in order to do that. So just kind of keep that in mind as you go. Again, Cap Infinity War would have worked great here. I just didn't think about it when I went through and was just kind of, oh, let's do a bleed, which Cap Infinity War does off his special one. So then we bring in Warlock just to kind of finish the fight up, and it goes, whoop, gone. All right, so now we're moving on to Mantis. And Mantis is kind of an interesting character. She has what's known as sleep, and she'll put you into a sleep. And so I didn't really understand what sleep was. So I brought in Emma because I was like, Emma's stun immune. Well, sleep isn't stun. And Emma got stunned because she went to sleep. And then it was explained to me, thank you, Simula, that it's only for like one hit. And I said, well, that's not really sleep. That's a nap. So I just was like, you know what, whatever. She's got all this stuff going on, right? We got bob and weave, kick names, brain fog, enhanced abilities. Does she bleed? Does she take poison? We're just going to bring in Archangel. And that's what we do. And listen, Archangel just smokes it. So when in doubt, use Archangel. But anyways, guys, that's all that I got for this month's Cavalier Event Quest Sabotage at the Mantis House. Let me know in the comments below who you used for the boss fights, what you thought of the fights. Do you think Kabam is getting lazy with the pass and the nodes? Who was your toughest fight? Who was your MVP? I love hearing what you guys think or who you guys use. So let me know in the comments below and enjoy. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and enjoy this quick word from Kevin Smith.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and if you enjoyed the mediocre Mcoc video full of scrub gameplay, then show Katy some love by hitting like and subscribe, man. Katy don't ask for much. Katy did ask for this. Katy did. So do like Katy did and bug people and get you to like and subscribe, man. She's doing that Mcoc beautifully. Not mediocre. Katy!